Should I take the convertible? Nah, I take the vet. Let's go shopping.
I got food on my plate, in the kitchen, I won't even hesitate, in the kitchen, oh yeah. You gon' miss it if you late, in the kitchen, I cook a tender sirloin steak, in the kitchen, I got food on my plate, in the kitchen, I won't even hesitate, in the kitchen, you gon' miss it if you.
Welcome back, you in the kitchen cooking with Snow. And today, we're gonna do my famous bourbon meatloaf, zucchini, and also some mashed potatoes and gravy from scratch. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. Mashed potatoes and gravy from scratch. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. Start putting some stuff in there. You can put much as you want in there when it comes to green peppers. You know, you don't want your stuff too vegetable-ish. Too much onion, so I'm just gonna put a little of that in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put me a little fresh garlic in there. It's nothing like fresh garlic. And I'm gonna take this meatloaf pack. Like if you're throwing a bigger meatloaf, I'm gonna do a small meatloaf. But if you're throwing a big one, you might want to get you like 2 packs of this. But I think one is gonna be just enough for me. So I'm gonna do this. And all you do is kind of blend everything together after that. And then you're going to throw your crackers and everything in there. Get everything blended. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add me some crackers. And this is how you make meatloaf. And also you're going to need your egg in there with it. If you make it something a little bigger, meatloaf, you might want to put 2 eggs in there. So you gotta have your eggs. I normally use onions, a bell pepper, garlic, crackers, and your seasoning, meatloaf seasoning. That's all you need. So I'm gonna pour this egg in there. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending all this together. You wanna mix it really good. And that's pretty much all you want to do to some good meatloaf. Then I have my bourbon sauce I'm going to smother with. So when most people, they put ketchup on it and stuff like that. But today, I'm putting bourbon on there. Yeah, you heard me, bourbon. So when I come back, I'm going to put this thing in the oven and I'm going to get started on my potatoes. Okay, now that I have my meatloaf all in the pan, like I told you, I'm just cooking a 2 meal for 2 people, and this is all I need today. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven. I got my oven on about 375. And I'm gonna put that in there and let that meatloaf cook for about maybe an hour, 30 minutes, and check it and keep checking it after 30 minutes and see. You just wanted to get a little bit of a crust on the top, a little bit. Then I'm gonna marinate it with my stubs. Yeah, stubs. This is some good bourbon right here. Really good bourbon. If you get a chance to pick some up, it's Hickory Bourbon by Stubbs. He make a whole bunch of stuff. Stubbs. You heard me. Stubbs. Yeah. So check it out. Now that I got my meatloaf in the oven, that's gonna be a while. So right now I'm about to start on my potatoes, my mashed potatoes. I peeled me some potatoes. You gotta start throwing that first. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the water right here. I got my water boiling already, but you don't have to wait till they boil. You can throw it in there and just let them start getting soft. So I think I'll cut me up about 6 potatoes. And I'm gonna let them boil for a little while once they get done boiling. And then I'm gonna go ahead and smash them up. And once you know that they're done boiling, cause you'll be able to stick a fork in there and you'll be able to go right through it with a fork. Once you do that, then I'm gonna go ahead and add me some milk in there, add me some butter in there. I'm gonna put a little sour cream in there that help it thicken up and look really good, and it tastes good too. And I'm gonna add me some salt and pepper in there, and that's pretty much all you need to make you some mashed potatoes from scratch. Just milk, pepper and salt, sour cream, and some butter. So when these things get soft, I'm gonna go ahead and put my mix in there and let you check out how I do that part, and we'll keep it going. Okay, now I'm about to start on my gravy. I got my potatoes boiling over there. I got my meatloaf in the oven. Now I'm about to show you how to make gravy from scratch. And all you're gonna need is some vegetable oil, a little bit of flour, a little bit of water, some beef broth just to make it even better, and some little salt and pepper. So I'm gonna start off over here with a little bit of vegetable oil. Add me a little flour in here, just to roux it a little bit. What you want to do is you want to kind of get that all mixed up in there and roux it. And once that roux a little bit, and then you want to go ahead and start adding you some water in there. That'll be my next step. Now add the water in there. You don't want too much. You just want enough of it in there. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. You don't want to cook it too fast. This pot that I'm using, the skillet I'm using is kind of weird. It turns up, it gets hot sometimes it takes forever. So put a little bit more in there, and I'm just going to keep stirring this up. This is going to be my homemade gravy. Get it stirred up a little bit. And I'm going to be adding my broth in there and some pepper and salt after this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and add a little broth in there. Put a little more in there. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up with the broth in there, the beef broth. You know, some people when they make their gravy, they use water, flour, salt and pepper. I'm going to put a little bit more broth in there. But you always have to taste your gravy that you make. And you always have to taste your mashed potatoes when you do them from scratch. Not out the box, when you do them from scratch. You got to taste it as you go so it won't be bland and stuff. You want it to have a little nice taste to it. So you always want to put you some salt and pepper and butter and milk and all that good stuff in your mashed potatoes. And you can't go wrong doing it that way. Let's get it, man. Okay, now we're about to get down with the zucchini. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and oil my pan up. All you need is a little pan right here, and get you some olive oil in there. Then you want to kind of smudge them around a little bit, flip them over. Zucchini is very easy to make, y'all. You just cut you up some zucchini the size you want. You kind of put it in there on the oil, olive oil. Then you want to flip them over. That's all you do for zucchini. Now I'm gonna throw this in the oven, probably for about 15 minutes. They get nice, they're still crunchy, but they're nice and eatable. there you have it. I got my meatloaf in there, almost ready to come out. And I'm gonna season it with some of this bourbon and coat it over the top so it can bake in there. And that's gonna be my next move I'm gonna do. And I got my mashed potatoes boiling in there, my potatoes boiling in the water, and they almost soft enough. I stuck a fork in there and it was hard, so they gotta boil a little longer. I made my gravy up and just threw my zucchini in there, so we about almost ready to be eaten. So stick around. And what I need to do is leave a little bit of starch in here, just a little bit to help the whole process. I think that, well, a little bit more than that, I think. Just a little dab you want to pull out of there. You want to keep a little starch in the bottom like that. Okay, now I'm gonna take this. I have my potato beater. You just add those little mixtures in there and do it to your liking, and you got homemade mashed potatoes from scratch. Okay, y'all, we back with the finished product, and as you can see, it's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. I got my meatloaf, homemade mashed potatoes and gravy from scratch, my zucchini, and I got some wine. Nice red wine, and what a lovely meal for a nice young lady to sit down and have with you. Really elegant. And I have my bourbon sauce. I also cooked it with bourbon on the top of it. I layered it and threw it in the oven with it. So now you know what I gotta do, right? I gotta dig in. And I'm gonna eat these potatoes first, mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna take a bite of that. Really damn good. That's the way to go. Out the box is not the way to go. Homemade is the way. I'm eating one of these zucchinis. It's good. Now for the final, yeah, I did it again. And I'm gonna try this piece of meat right here, dipped in my bourbon. I'm getting drunk already. This is so delicious. So delicious. There's wine here. It's Carolina Red. It's gonna work out real good with this meal. So hold on for 1 second. Y'all need to try that bourbon that I showed you and put it on your meatloaf, and it's gonna be great. But I gotta go because I gotta eat. So hit that like button on the right and that subscribe button on the right, and you've been in the kitchen cooking with Snow. Until next time, peace!
I got food on my plate, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. I won't even hesitate, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. You gon' miss it if you late, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. I cook a tender sirloin steak, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. You got Snow in the kitchen, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. I be frying up some chicken, in the kitchen, in the kitchen. Filet mignon on my plate.